Day 7. I'm staring at a text from my mom. 6 words in, and I've already checked Instagram twice. This is what they call TikTok brain, and I did this to myself on purpose. For the past week, I've been using TikTok exactly how the algorithm wants me to. 4 hours a day, every video under 30 seconds. My attention span is now basically that of a goldfish with anxiety. But here's the question nobody's answering. Can you actually reverse it? Or have I permanently rewired my brain in 7 days? I'm about to find out, because starting tomorrow, I'm going cold turkey. And the withdrawal symptoms, they're already starting. After 2 weeks of TikTok, I got an MRI. My neurologist pointed to something on the scan I wasn't expecting. The parts of your brain responsible for sustained attention, they're actually shrinking. This isn't metaphorical, it's measurable. Every swipe triggers a micro hit of dopamine. Your brain starts craving that spike every few seconds, like a slot machine you can't stop pulling. Dr. Gloria Mark at UC Irvine found our average attention span dropped from 2.5 minutes to 47 seconds in 20 years. But here's what nobody tells you. This isn't just about watching videos. It's changing how you work, how you read, how you connect with people. I couldn't finish a single chapter of a book without reaching for my phone. A book I used to love. The question isn't whether social media is rewiring your brain. It's whether you can rewire it back. It's 2 a.m. I've been scrolling TikTok for 3 hours. I don't remember picking up my phone. My screen time report says 9 hours a day. That's a part-time job spent watching strangers dance. So I'm starting an experiment. 30 days without any short-form content. No TikTok, no Reels, no Shorts. First step, delete the apps. Should be easy, right? My thumb freezes. It's just an app. Why does this feel like breaking up with someone? Here's what nobody tells you. These apps are designed by the smartest engineers in the world to be impossible to quit. I finally delete TikTok. 3 seconds later, I open Instagram. Muscle memory. Instagram has to go too. I'm already negotiating with myself. Maybe just Reels are the problem? No, all of it goes. YouTube included. If I can't make it through one episode of a show without checking my phone, something's broken. My phone suddenly looks empty, like a house after a breakup, and I already want them back. It's been 4 minutes. I've picked up my phone twice. Both times I didn't even know why. This is going to be harder than I thought. Day 1. I deleted TikTok at 9 a.m. By 9:03, I'd already picked up my phone 4 times. Muscle memory is terrifying. Dr. Gloria Mark's research warned me. Heavy social media users experience withdrawal similar to substance dependence. I laughed when I read that. I wasn't laughing on day 2. My brain felt like a browser with 47 tabs open, all buffering at once. The boredom was physical, like an itch behind my eyeballs. I started reading a book and checked the page number 7 times in 2 minutes. Here's what nobody tells you about fixing your attention span. It gets worse before it gets better. Day 3, I caught myself staring at my microwave timer like it was entertainment. 47 seconds, never felt so long. My brain was literally recalibrating. Neuroscientist Dr. Amishi Jha calls this attentional blink, your mind frantically searching for the dopamine hits it's used to. I started timing everything. 30 seconds without distraction felt like an achievement. It was humiliating. Day 5 brought the rage. Irrational, childish rage at a podcast that wanted me to focus for 20 uninterrupted minutes. But something shifted on day 6. I read 3 whole pages without checking my phone. 3 pages. I almost cried. Week 1 survived, barely. My screen time dropped from 7 hours to 2. But the real battle, that was just beginning. Inside a Stanford lab in 2009, researchers discovered something disturbing. They gave heavy multitaskers a simple test. Ignore the red rectangles, focus on the blue ones. The heavy multitaskers failed spectacularly. Not because they couldn't focus, but because their brains couldn't stop paying attention to irrelevant information. Lead researcher Clifford Nass said it plainly, they're suckers for irrelevancy. Their brains had been rewired to seek novelty constantly. Here's what actually happens in your brain. Every swipe triggers a tiny hit of dopamine, not from the content, from the unpredictability. It's called a variable reward schedule. The same mechanism that makes slot machines addictive. Psychologist B.F. Skinner discovered it in the 1950s. Tech companies didn't stumble into this. They hired the dopamine experts. Former Google strategist Tristan Harris calls it brain hacking. And here's the part they don't want you to know. It changes your brain's actual structure in as little as 1 week of heavy use. Dr. Anna Lembke, Stanford addiction specialist, we've created a world where our brains are in a constant state of dopamine deficit. Your baseline dopamine drops, so you need more stimulation just to feel normal. You're not lazy. You're literally in withdrawal when trying to focus. But the prefrontal cortex, your focus center, is plastic. Neuroplasticity works both ways. The damage can be reversed. Cambridge neuroscientist Barbara Sahakian proved attention is like a muscle. Unused, it atrophies. Trained consistently, it grows stronger. The tech companies knew this would happen. Internal Facebook documents from 2017 admitted, "We exploit a vulnerability in human psychology." So when people say, "Just use willpower," they're asking you to fight a billion-dollar behavior design built on decades of psychological research. The question isn't whether your attention span can be fixed. Science says it absolutely can. The question is, can you outsmart the system designed to keep you scrolling? Day 12. I stumbled onto something by accident that changed everything. I was reading a book, barely making it through 2 pages, when my phone buzzed. But this time, I did something different. I wrote down what I was thinking the moment I wanted to check it. The actual thought. What if someone texted? What if I'm missing something? That's what was in my head. I did this for 3 days. Every single time I reached for my phone, I wrote the thought first. And here's what nobody tells you about attention span. It's not about willpower. By day 3, I saw it. The same 7 thoughts on loop. My brain wasn't bored, it was scared. Scared of missing out, scared of being alone with itself, scared of the silence. Once I named these thoughts, they lost their power. I could see them coming before they hijacked me. This simple trick did what no app or technique could. It made my distractions visible. And when you can see them, you can finally choose differently. But there was one thought that kept appearing that I couldn't ignore, and addressing it unlocked everything. 3 months ago, I couldn't watch a movie without checking my phone 17 times. Today, I just finished a 3-hour film without reaching for it once. The results shocked me. My average screen time dropped from 7 hours to 2.5 hours daily. But the numbers don't tell the full story. Week 1 was absolute hell. I felt phantom vibrations. I'd unlock my phone without thinking. My brain was literally going through withdrawal. The dopamine detox wasn't just about deleting apps. I replaced doom scrolling with reading physical books, even when it felt painfully slow at first. By week 6, something clicked. I started noticing details I'd been missing for years: the sound of rain, conversations, even the taste of my coffee. Here's what actually worked. I turned my phone grayscale, deleted social media apps, and used a physical alarm clock. Simple, but brutally effective. The biggest surprise? My productivity didn't just improve, it transformed. I finished projects I'd been avoiding for months. But let's be real, I'm not cured. Some days I still feel the pull. The difference is now I notice it and can choose differently. Your brain isn't broken, it's just been hijacked by algorithms designed by the smartest engineers in Silicon Valley to keep you scrolling. So can you actually fix your attention span? Yes. But it requires treating it like the addiction it is, with intentional boundaries and 0 exceptions. The version of me that started this experiment feels like a stranger now. And honestly, I never want to go back. If you're watching this on your phone right now, feeling that urge to swipe away, that's exactly what we need to fight. Start today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and check out other videos.